BJP smart alliances in Tamil Nadu. Deal sealed with PMK and other Tamil parties is the story I'm going to talk about. Yes, BJP, with an eye on expanding its NDA partners in Tamil Nadu, has added more than a half a dozen partners in the state, with the latest entrant being PMK. And a lot of people would say, what is BJP doing in Tamil Nadu? It's a party with no stake, no numbers, no seat. And who are these political parties? But let me take you through. These are the parties. Tamil Nadu is a state where BJP at present has no MP. And the last time they had an MP from the state was in 2014 when Pon Radhakrishnan had won Kanyakumari seat. Now, Tamil Nadu's political landscape for the longest time has been dominated by Dravidian parties like ADMK and DMK. In 2019, BJP had an alliance with ADMK, but it broke down over differences with its state unit, President K. Anna Malai. BJP clinched a deal with PMK, offering them 10 Lok Sabha seats. BJP is trying to gain a foot in the door in Tamil Nadu once again. It's not as if BJP never had a deal. Recall Vajpayee. They could shift between DMK and ADMK, but today the times are different. Tamil Nadu is a crucial state. These are the different setups which are closing on. Small parties, maybe the names are even not heard, but these small parties are all which make a difference. And on this story, I am joined by Brijesh, Professor Chambi Puranik and S. Muralidharan, political analyst. Welcome, all of you. Mr. Muralidharan, can you sum up what these small parties are and how are they different from other small parties in other states?
See, these are, whatever we're talking about, they're talking about parties which are normally with a caste background. The 1 year background is the PMK, which you spoke about, who's got into an alliance with BJP now. And you have VCK, which is predominantly a Dalit party. And then you have the other rest of the factions like your Kongu people, that is the which is the Coimbatore and the Nilgiri side. Those people predominantly support, let's say, they used to support ADMK area. Now probably they all look at BJP. So these are these parties. So I mean, I have my own opinion on the alliance. But
point, you don't have to munch words. 5%. You don't have to munch words, Mr. Muralidharan. You can say it's an abject failure. Be forthright.
It is. Say, I'll tell you the
say for what it is. Call spade a spade in my show.
Super. Okay. Now, DMK comes with a vote share of something like 20 to 25%. Okay. Added to that is Congress, which comes at 10.5. So we have 25 plus 10.5. Then your Dalit party, which is around 5%, which is VCK. And this communists all put together, they corner something close to 42%. They are right now number one. Number two, ADMK, without any alliance, they are normally at 25 to 30. They are a bigger party than DMK, vote share-wise. But there's no alliance today. They are the primary alliance who should have joined them, which is PMK, has gone to BJP. And there was also the Captain Vijay-Kant. Okay, DMDK, that party also has not joined them as yet. So right now, number two is ADMK with 30. And then comes BJP. Now, BJP was at something like 3.5, probably has grown to 5 to 8%. This is the predictions. We don't know. Only after elections will come. No?
Are you saying, Mr. Muralidharan, it's not going to make a difference? There are two more guests in my show. Is it going to make a difference, sir, or it's not going to make a difference? Then I'm going to take the debate.
For me, it's absolutely no difference.
Okay, it's no difference. Mr. Muralidharan is saying it's no difference. Brijesh?
Well, I tend to agree. Before you shoot the question, I tend to agree with what Mr. Muralidharan is saying, because if you take away the arithmetic and if you also take into consideration, as was played by the graphics, one of the graphics, if you take into the vote percentage of most of the people, the BJP has cobbled up an alliance, they are not exceeding 12%. And if you take away the DMK, which is sitting right at the top, along with Congress and others, has something in the range of 42 to 43%. And if you remove DMK, AIADMK, and then what remains is not enough for the BJP to make a substantial, breakthrough. You have to also remember that, arithmetic, it also doesn't matter that, that whether you have 6% or you have 8%, you have to have a strategic spread across the state for the percentage of vote to be converted into number of seats. And that right now is not happening for the BJP. It's an interesting play. I would admit that it's an interesting effort which is being put in place by the BJP back there in Tamil Nadu. But I think, it will be a while before we see a BJP resurgence in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Professor Puranik.
Yeah.
It's not, BJP also did those small party lineup with, Sonilal Patel in 2014. I admit that BJP was a very strong party in 2014 in Uttar Pradesh. But then these are the small caste-based alliances. Do you think that they're not good enough for any breakthrough?
In terms of electoral victory, I doubt, and I agree with Muralidharan ji and also Brajesh, and kind of, because if DMK and AIDMK put together, it comes to about 67%. And the remaining 33%, that's spread over all these chota parties, like Vanyas and others, in which Muralidharan gave a detailed description. So as we have been observing Tamil Nadu politics, the major kind of fighting or rivalry is between DMK and AIDMK. And BJP, I think for its own disadvantage or whatever the reasons, they should not have severe relationship with AIDMK. So that's a big setback. But the entry point of it, in terms of making their presence felt within the 33% of vote share, which I think the graphics which you have mentioned put together show, I think BJP is not going to win from with the assistance of these parties, but they may improve their vote share. Vote share in terms of their own presence and spread across and all that. Perhaps, for the coming elections of the assembly, when the assembly elections take place in Tamil Nadu, these are all kind of advantages which perhaps Mr. Prime Minister Modi wants to take the kind of BJP's whatever influence image in Tamil Nadu. So from that angle, I think it's a good beginning, but not going to be beneficial in terms of electoral. That's what I...
Fair enough. Mr. Muralidharan, people say that the Hindutva of Bharatiya Janata Party also has a caste arithmetic built into it. Some people say, Mr. Muralidharan, that it's subaltern Hindutva, the OBC backbone of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So when we talk about BJP in Tamil Nadu, what is preventing BJP's growth in that state?
The Hindutva and the I'll not blame the elitist RSS and the BJP supporters. The intermediate, the Hindutva, the illiterate Hindutva, who are actually goons trying to suppress or beat up minority. Now that's taken a heavy resistance from Tamil Nadu. This being an intellectual state like this and Kerala, so people do not like minorities getting harmed that way. It's much more secular. See, understand 80% of the people in this state are Hindu still. But they are not buying that caste-based or the religious-based ideology. See, always you should remember, Tamil Nadu predominantly voted for their movie heroes. And these movie heroes, like you take MGR, who came from Sri Lanka, who had a Malayali background. Then you had Jayalalitha, she came from Mysore. She's a Kannada background. So like that, Mr. Karunanidhi came from Ongole, Andhra. So this is a state which has embraced people. Rajinikanth, for example, is a Kannadiga and a Marathi born in Kannada. But he's a superstar. So this is a secular state. This state does not want divisive politics. That's where they're weak. And they need to understand this. As long as they're going to rub the Hindutva salt on Hindus, here, Hindus are not going to listen to them. They have to bring in something else. This saffron card, the Jai Shri Ram, all these will never work in Tamil Nadu.
But, Mr. Muralidharan, if you are saying that Hindutva is an issue, I don't think Prime Minister is a naive person. Prime Minister understands the importance of power. He understands the importance of the appeal of Hindutva politics, and he also understands that the cultural politics makes the backbone of Bharatiya Janata Party. So why is he then talking so much about cultural connect when you are saying that that's the limiting thing? I think there must be some possibility which the Prime Minister must have seen. If I give him the benefit of doubt, let me be the devil's advocate.
Yeah, but Yeah, but he's not telling something new. See, Tamil, as a language, it's highly rich in culture and literature. If you compare Hindi next to it, because we know about Hindi, Hindi doesn't stand a chance. So, I mean, it's one of the oldest. It is the oldest language. Tamil has known, and the civilization of Tamils, how we have done certain things like ruling the entire Southeast Asia, sitting Rajaraja Chola, one of our kings. So there are things which you have done which know that our Tamil pride is much more important to us. You saw what happened in Jallikattu protest. We all came to the street just for the bulls, and these bulls are not even in use today, but they were with people, they were with our farmers for time immemorial. So that's exactly that Tamil pride is known to Tamilian. Now, if you're going to bring this Sengol and put it in Delhi saying that we are going to respect you, you're going to talk about Tirukkural, saying that so many Tirukkural by Valluvar, it's going to be, add this thing. People know this. These people are not buying this. That's the problem. You bring in development, you show a leader who's secular, who will not, harm a minority. These are things which you need to showcase. This is what people of Tamil Nadu expect. If you're going to rub them on the religious side or caste side, all this, they don't want to really listen to you. That's a problem. Even Modi ji's, I would say Modi ji's advisors needs to change. It's not Modi ji. Modi ji is going by his belief and how he has scored across India. You know how strong he is. He is going to be the next prime minister again. We all know that. But democracy
The question
needs
is,
some kind of persistence.
the question is, and I add Professor Puranik, what is the key to Tamil Nadu's politics? Is it Dravidian politics? And let me ask you, even if you look at the practitioners of Dravidian politics, they are also going to temple. Stalin's wife, there was a photograph of her going to the temple. So, the Dravidian politics, the sort of the totem pole which is made out of it, I think it only exists in textbook. Professor.
Karthike, no, I slightly disagree with Mr. Muralidharan because Tamil Nadu people are not against Hindu religion or rituals or temples. The famous temples, next to Andhra, they are there in Tamil Nadu. So therefore, I don't think they are anti, but they may be anti-RSS. That is how I look at it because the RSS kind of agenda may not be, able to enter or make a dent into the Dravidian politics. But the other thing I have noticed, having a lot of contacts with Tamil Nadu politics and also the academics, all of them, they say that issues have to be different. For example, I take the issue of corruption. Mr. Muralidharan will not disagree with me when I say corruption is a big issue and the kind of nepotism that's going on in Tamil Nadu is a big issue. These are the issues that Mr. Prime Minister Modi must try to convey to the people of Tamil Nadu. And I think that is where his economic development agenda, his sympathy or empathy for women, for the startup programs. Tamil Nadu is an industrial state also. So these are things that they should pick us. Of course, Bengal is a symbolic one. But Tamil being a cultural language, a classical language, I don't think Hindus and the Dravidians, they are against it. They want, but having been in power, as we have seen, he mentioned about film stars and all. Even film stars and other, they don't oppose Hinduism, but they oppose the Hindutva or Hinduism agenda, which is sponsored by RSS. Perhaps that could be one of the small, hiccups there from the point of view of Central. You look at the language of Tamil, what is it, anomaly. Anomaly never speaks on the basis of Hindu religion. He only speaks in terms of the kind of decline in governance, good governance, corruption. These are the issues that they should focus. And I'm sure if BJP tries to make this issue, focus the issue and see that corruption and other developmental issues, discrimination, exploitation, and the kind of treatment given to issues, scheduled caste and other smaller kind of groups that are there, which are along with the BJP's alliance, these are the people who should convey. Perhaps in the coming elections, it may help them also. But
Murli, can you come to? No, absolutely. You made your point. I want Mr. Murli to come to this. Mr. Murli, would you like to respond or let it pass?
Yeah, no. I would say the Dravidian ideology is such. Like if you take the roots of Dravidian ideology, it was started by Periyarist and Annadurai, both are atheists. Then came Karunanidhi, who's also an atheist. But in his house, Karunanidhi's house, Stalin's wife is a she's a highly devout lady who goes to every temple. She has made a comment saying that my father-in-law never stopped me from going to temples. That's see, look at how they govern the state. This is exactly how they govern the state also. There are Hindus, there are Christians, there are Muslims. Everybody has a right to worship their God. Nobody is going to impose anything on you. Though ideologically we resist Sanatana Dharma, what they actually, when they say Sanatana Dharma, they actually point out the caste divide inside Sanatana Dharma. That is actually what most of the leaders really don't understand Sanatana Dharma, so they, says whatever they get into trouble. But actually, the casteism is what they oppose. So if they feel the Hinduism is supporting casteism, that they are against. Otherwise, a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim has no restriction to go and pray, worship the way he wants. That's the Dravidian ideology. That's what is winning. That's what BJP is not able to break into. Annamalai can speak so much about non-corruption, BJP and development, etc. After the electoral bonds issue. And we all know that, DMK has also taken money. BJP also has taken money. And a company, this Lottery King Martin's company,
money
only
is taken,
400
see,
crores,
money is
and the
taken by,
profit is only
see,
40.
Murli, money is taken by everyone. The issue is, can Dravidian politics, as practiced today, give a fight to the cultural Hindutva politics of BJP? Have I framed the debate correctly, Brijesh?
It is. But honestly, if you ask me, I don't see that happening. Annamalai, they have got a good leader in him after a long time. The Prime Minister is backing him to the hilt. I mean, the kind of trips he's making to the southern India, especially Tamil Nadu, it looks like as if, he's visiting Uttar Pradesh, because we used to see his visits more to UP and other northern Indian states rather than the southern states. So, I mean, the kind of visit to southern state clearly means that, that they really want to make inroads into Tamil Nadu politics. But, gauging from the reports which are hearing from the ground, I think BJP will have to wait for more time before they can actually allow their version of Sanatan Dharma, making an inroad into the Dravidian politics as it is right now.
Okay, very well put, very well put. So, the bottom line is that it's a big fight. The only state or the two states that the big fight is, one is in Maharashtra and another is in Tamil Nadu. I would say that's where the fight is. Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, those are normal states. But here, Maharashtra has become an emotional issue and Tamil Nadu is truly unique. I would say that Tamil Nadu is one state where the fight is actually on ideology. Even Mamta is not fighting on ideology. Even Aam Aadmi fight is not ideology. Tamilian politics in context of BJP is actually an ideological line that has drawn. Stalin's son, in fact, good or bad, the quotes are also in it. I don't want to get into that issue. Again, it hovers around the issue of ideology. What has happened? Absolutely. He crossed the line, and I agree with the strictures of the Supreme Court, the obiter dictas. But then I would also say that what happened was on the issue of ideology, the terrain drawing, me and you, which is the, I would say, global flavor of the decade.